Kasey Kahne is back to NASCAR. Let me back up. Kasey Kahne is back in NASCAR, y'all. Back. And let me tell y'all something. This is going to be exciting. This is really good news, though. Really good news because back in, 2018, Kasey Kahne unfortunately left NASCAR because of health concerns. You know what I'm saying? He was towards the end of his career anyway, and I think the health scares really just, made his retirement much sooner than what it really should have been. But yeah, he's back. He's actually back, and he's going to be driving the 33 RCR Chevrolet in the Xfinity Series. We are going to have a good time with this because Kasey Kahne, I believe he's still talented. I still believe he has tons of talent left. You know what I'm saying? For NASCAR is different because NASCAR is a completely different beast, and he's 40 now. Wild to think about, considering when he first got into the sport. He was one of them young guns, but he's all grown up. Really, he's really all grown up, and I love that for him. He has a family. He's racing dirt full time nowadays, and I am excited to see what he can do back in NASCAR. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't driven a stock car, a NASCAR stock car, since 2018. I think it was at Darlington too. So yeah, it's about time we see him back. You know what I'm saying? It really is. And I would love to see a lot of my older drivers that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see some of them come back here and there. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see that. Like, I would love to see Tony Stewart drive an Xfinity car. I would love to see Mark Martin come back and drive an Xfinity car. You know what I'm saying? Clint Boyer. You know what I'm saying? If I can name one more, I would say Jimmy Johnson, but he's still racing here and there. Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, Greg Biffle. Let me name one more. If I can. Let me name one more. What's one more? What's one more? I want to get one more before I go. I would say Brian Vickers, but I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know what's going on. Michael Waltrip, right? I would love to see more drivers come out and race some lower series races. You know what I'm saying? More retired drivers come back and race some lower series races. Jamie McMurray too, yes, because he used to be great at Rockingham in the Busch Series back in the day. Xfinity now, but Busch Series back in the day. Yeah, I would love to see that. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see more drivers do this because this is exciting to see. It really is. It really is exciting to see. And, Kasey Kahne, I've always loved Kasey Kahne. You know what I'm saying? The best year he had was in 2012, I think. Well, consistently wise, he didn't win the most races that year. Like, he won a bunch in like 06. But 2012, he finished 4th in points. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, the drivers that was ahead of him were battling for that championship. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy, Brad, they were going at it left and right. But apparently Clint was better than Jimmy because Clint finished 2nd in points that year, which is insane considering Jimmy was very strong, but Jimmy had a lot of bad luck. But I'm rambling. Kasey Kahne has always been a decent driver. Towards the end of his career, I don't know what happened, but he was not really, he didn't really have it the last few seasons. You know what I'm saying? Ever since like 2013, after 2013, don't know what happened. I really don't. Even 2014, even though he got that win at Atlanta, he still wasn't consistent. You know what I'm saying? Like how he was. So yeah, 2015, 16, and 17, dude fell off a cliff. I don't know what happened, but yeah, I still think he could do great in the Xfinity Series. You know what I'm saying? Especially with RCR equipment. RCR equipment down there is pretty top notch. I'm not even going to lie to you. That equipment down there is actually pretty great. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty great. I'm not even going to lie to you, And if you could put a driver like Kasey Kahne in there who has won a good amount of Cup Series races, if you put a guy like that back in your car, he's not in his 50s yet. He's still older, but I still think that he can still do it. You know what I'm saying? I guess what kind of makes me, a bit skeptical is, he really hasn't driven a stock car since 2018. And plus, he's in his 40s. So maybe he'll do great. I hope so. I hope this isn't all hyped him. All this hype isn't for him to just run in 20th all day or 15th. Nah, I want this hype to showcase what it means. You know what I'm saying? Showcase him up being up front, potentially winning the race, having a great solid race, leading some laps. I really hope that for him. And maybe we'll see more starts out of him in the future. You know what I'm saying? He was good in Rockingham. You know, in the last Cup race at Rockingham, he lost by just this much over Matt Kenseth. Is this his redemption? But he did win at Rockingham in the trucks in 2012. I remember that. That was actually pretty fun to watch because that was Truck's first race back to Rockingham. And guess who might be going to this race? I might be going to this race. I ain't gonna lie. I got the tickets in my mind. I know what type of tickets I want, and they're affordable, and the drive isn't bad. I low-key want to go see this race. And now Kasey Kahne really has made it more apparent that I should go to this race. Yes, by myself. Absolutely. So that was the end of the video. Shout out to Kasey Kahne. It's actually crazy to think that he's 40 now. It really is. Because I remember when I was younger, the girls will love him. All the NASCAR girls, that is. And he was the next hot shot, young talent, He wasn't that good in 2007 when I got into it. Not really. That was just a down year for him as well. But, hey. He got that 5 car. He started going out pretty good. You know what I'm saying? He started out pretty good. He's had a very up and down career, I will say, in the Cup Series. I will say that. But nevertheless, I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all really got something from it. And shout out to Kasey Kahne, bro. Shout out to Kasey Kahne. Man, let's get Jamie McMurray down there to Xfinity Series. Because before I end this video, Jamie McMurray was great at Rockingham in the Busch Series, bro. He was excellent in that series at this track. Maybe we can see him back. Only time will tell. All right, y'all.